Hello Capricorn, this is Olivia from DOS Tarot. I'm going to be doing your third week of November reading from the 15th through the 21st. I hope everything is going well with you. Seems kind of quiet, energy's kind of low. I don't really feel a lot of energy while I was shopping, so let's see what we get for you. See if we can get that first card to pop out. I know I was looking at your last reading. You were definitely going through some kind of life change. Big time. Oh. The King of Swords. Now that talks about somebody who's getting his stuff together. Organizing in a sense. You know, knowing where they stand. And making sure that others are aware of it. It's not necessarily, it's somebody that usually has authority. It could be like an attorney or something like that. Or it could be the type of person that gets hired to come in to view a business, not for making it better, but for cutting people out. This could be work related. Let's just see what you're... Okay, I'm gonna have to start pulling. Yeah, last time I remember, I looked at the title and it was called Your Life is Definitely Changing. So I don't remember exactly what that was. Was there a lot of major arcana cards? Is that what it was? Oh, look at there. It's definitely about work. The Eight of Pentacles is nothing but work. Somebody that works very diligently. They don't let up. They work until they're exhausted usually. Sometimes they work at a job and then they come home and work. It's that kind of energy. But this particular work, as far as the Eight of Pentacles, this talks about somebody that's had to do a lot of... Look at those books down beside him over here where my little pinky is. I can't tap on it right there. Look at all those books. This is somebody that's been in some type of training. Could have been training for a specific job, or it could have just be that you're training to increase your ability to do things with the work that you already do, like an improvement. Ooh, the Three of Swords in the upright. This tells me there's been some kind of heartache. Interesting. This might change it to something else, but let's keep going before I go any further. Three of Hearts, we all know that's something that's very hurtful and painful. Could be something emotional that's going on in your life. And the Nine of Wands, this is somebody that's, they're like down on their knee. It's like they're praying for some of this baggage, some of these battles that have fought. These battles are old battles, battles that somebody just keeps them on their back just to remind them what kind of crap they went through with who and where and when. And it's not necessary. Once it's done, it's done. And that kind of stuff needs to be released, because you can see that it's exhausting this person. He's down on his knee. Some people like to hang on to those old memories for some reason or another. I don't know why. I know I get it, but it's like, oh, now's the time to let it go. Five of Wands in the upright. This is something about, there's been some kind of fighting. I don't know if it's with it being with the wands. This could be people that you work with that just don't agree with you, or try to cause trouble for you. And that could be why you're trying to increase your knowledge so you can go up a step and get away from the lower level people that just like to be negative. I don't know about this heart though. These two could be linked. Let's just keep going. The Eight of Swords in reverse. You are releasing yourself from some kind of something that was keeping you stuck. Something that was... I think in order to heal your heart, you had to work on yourself in order to get out of this negative energy of being stuck in something. You've worked hard. And remember, I said last time it was like there was definitely some kind of life change for you. I think that we're beginning to see the changes that are happening. There's still going to be some little residual effects of whatever happened prior to this. I don't remember the reading that well. But this Nine of Swords is definitely trying to release some of this old baggage that just keeps lingering. It's things that cause you to repeat patterns one after the other after the other. And if it's a relationship or even if it's a job, because it could be work. Maybe you keep attracting the wrong kind of people at work, or you attract the wrong type of work. Maybe you think you're always supposed to be in the healing or helping field for people, and now maybe you're starting to feel that that's not working anymore. But it probably could cause you heartache, because if you were somebody that liked to work with other people to help them in some form or fashion, with work, that would be kind of heartbreaking in a sense to walk away from that type of work, especially nowadays. And here we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. This means there's somebody that's not working with you, or they don't collaborate with you. They don't want to work with you, perhaps. This is definitely about some kind of work. But there's the divine is calling a judgment call. And it's on your past. And that's got something to do with this here. The Nine of Wands with the Judgment in reverse. There's something that needs to be released from your past in order for you to get out of this repetitive time after time after time. You keep repeating the same thing, and it could be work, or it could be something to do with romance or something. We'll have to clarify it better and make sure that we get a full handle on it. Oh, and then you have, this is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups in reverse is telling me that you don't really have any friends, or there's people that are giving up on you. It could also mean that there's gossiping. There's people behind your back that are gossiping. I feel like you've been through the ringer in some sort. The last card, the Page of Swords in reverse. Now this is somebody that's negative. I don't know if it's you or if it's somebody that's gossiping about you. They're being negative and they're judging you and things that are making this sounds like a family or a work issue. On the bottom of the deck you have the Knight of Wands. Now this is somebody that could be coming in to try to give you maybe another job, maybe some kind of career change, because it's a wand, and again that talks about some type of work. And it could just be that there's a good message coming in about a change in work. That would be nice. Somebody to come in and lend a hand, or somebody that knows the kind of work you do and they're interested in taking you on. It could be that. Let's just keep going though. I gotta get some clarifying here. Let's clarify the King of Swords with the Five of Wands. See, now the King of Swords in the upright, he'd be cutting this crap out. And maybe that's what's going to happen. King of Swords is somebody that's very intelligent. They see through things. They know. They know. That kind of energy. Oh my God, the Five of Cups. Oh, okay. This is telling me that there's something that you're going to definitely have to leave behind, and it's going to hurt you severely. But you can't keep with this kind of energy. You can't keep going. If it's work or if it's people that are around you, family, friends, whoever, it's just not, you can't live with that kind of energy. It'll eat you up and make you sick inside. And that's why you're becoming the King of Swords, because you're wanting to take that sword and cut this stuff out. And that doesn't surprise me. I think I even mentioned it. But anyway, the point is, It could be something that's very sensitive to you, something that has to do with the emotions. Because the Five of Cups talks about a loss, leaving something behind. But when it's in the reverse, it's doubly hard. It's going to be very painful. But you are in the process of, you've already realized what's going to happen, and you know it's going to be painful. But when it actually takes place, which I think is when this reading is, which is the third week in November, this is going to come into action. I really do believe that, because these are action in action. I'm sorry to give you that news, but it's going to be hard. But somebody's, I think the divine is calling on some kind of judgment on you. And it could be because somebody's been gossiping and looking at you in a negative sense, and they want to know what's going on, perhaps. And I can understand now with this Eight of Swords, you're wanting to get unstuck from this situation. It's just too much, too much. Let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles with the Three of Swords and the Eight of Swords in reverse. Ooh, the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this is time to move on. You've done all that you can do. You've planted your seeds. You've left good work behind, or good recommendations for people or friends or whoever, and it's time for you to move on. There's no more growth here. This kind of sounds familiar. It seems like it was Scorpio's reading last week. Or yesterday, I'm sorry. If you look at Scorpios, this is very similar to this. Something, it's either family, work, or friends, or something on that nature. But somebody's definitely judging you. They're judging you in a negative sense. Alright. The Three of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and then the Three of Pentacles in reverse. No collaboration. Nobody's wanting to work with you. And it's not you, it's just they... And it could be, this could be you saying, I don't want to work with this anymore. It's going to be hard and hateful, but I can't do it anymore. It's killing me. It's killing me. It's too heavy of a burden. Too much baggage. I can't do it. And it hurts your heart too. And then you have the Seven of Swords. You're feeling guilty about leaving. God, I have no idea what this is about. It must have something to do with something that's emotional, though. It could be work, could be friends. Actually, this needs to come here too. Something that you've been working on. You've been working on trying to get through this negative opposition, people that are just not happy, bitter people. You've decided you're going to take control, you're going to cut it out, you know it's going to hurt, but you're going to keep working on yourself. And by working on yourself, that means you're going to have to take a leave. You're going to get unstuck from this situation, and there's no more growth. You might as well go. Your heart's going to hurt like H-E-double-L, and you feel guilty to some degree about something. I don't know if it's something to do with the Three of Pentacles talks about doing the type of work that is, how do they word it? Let's see. The type of work that you do here is in sync with what your soul wants you to do. It's your purpose in life, whatever this is. And it's in reverse, which tells me that there's no collaboration. Nobody's working with you. It's like, oh my God, it just feels like nobody's listening to you. So you've had to take it on yourself to decide what to do, because nobody else cares. They don't care if they hurt you and break your back and make you cry or whatever. They don't care. It's somebody that's ruthless. Whoever that is in your life. Let's clarify the Judgment with the Page of Swords. Yeah, you do have to let something go. You're juggling two things, and those two things have already come to your attention, and now it's time to decide which one to let go of. And I have no idea what that is at this point. Let's clarify the Three of Cups with the Page of Swords. I'll figure it out here. Just bear with me. Oh, the Seven of Wands. I think this is you stepping down. This is you stepping down. You're being judged on your past. Something in your past needs to be cleared out, and it's got something to do with the Nine of Wands. And this guy in reverse, this Page of Swords, he's looking at something in a negative way. Whatever he's got to say to somebody, it's all negative. Oh. There could be 2 people involved here that you're having to walk away from. There's 5 people in this Five of Wands. There's 3 that should be working on this, but I think there's more than one person here, because I think you're having to pick between 2 people. And I don't think it's a love relationship or a romantic. I think it's strictly about some type of work. And it could be something that you volunteer to do, because this also talks about humanitarian type of work. Something that you do, you give your heart to something to help others, and they're not appreciating it because they're not even wanting to work with you. They just want you to do all the work by yourself. And that's, I think, why you're getting sick of it. You're done with it. That's too much of a burden. You got some people that just don't like you. I'm sorry. These wands down here are like people jabbing at you, always, you know, making comments or saying things to you that they know that they can push a button, and you're just tired of it. You're stepping down from that, and you're going to leave. I don't think you may be leaving it with this Knight of Wands, because this is somebody that comes in really, they can leave very quickly too, because if you'll notice, the direction that he's headed in is this way, away from this reading. This could be your energy stating that you're ready to make a change. You need a new spark of life, and you're ready to go. You're ready to leave all this behind. It's just, it's BS is what it feels like. It's almost making me angry. It's like I can feel your anger. I'm sorry. Let's see what the universe has to say. Oh, it's 6 of emotions. Memories can fill your heart with many emotions. It's important to remember your past accurately without seeing it as better or worse than it was. People you used to know may return to your life unexpectedly. Children could be an important issue, or you may need to reconnect with your own inner child. It does have something to do, I told you, it's got something to do with 5 people, or at least that many, and 3 people are supposed to be working together. And these 3 people, you're feeling guilty. This 7 of Swords is theft, walking away, sneaking away. And in reverse, it makes you feel like you're guilty of doing something wrong, and I don't think you did. Unless it's just the guilt that you feel from the 5 of Cups. You know, the sorrow that you're going to have to walk away from. It's going to hurt them. It's going to hurt you. Somebody, it's something, it's like an inner child or somebody. It's a child. The 6 of Cups talks about, you know, somebody that you might have grew up with, that you two were like, you know, young at heart, and you were like little kids as growing up or something. Or it could just be that it's a child involved here, and it's somebody that's, you feel like it's going to hurt really bad. You and them. Let's get one more. Oh, Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. That's telling me this is the opportunity to take the Magician. Use all the arsenals that the Magician has. You know all the elements: earth, air, water, fire. Anyway, take those, and each one can be used differently, or you can use all of them, but you need to manifest some other way to get out of this without all this sorrow and hurt heart. And But you know, it's up to you. I would find, if I were you, you know, the Magician also, remember, it means that you can pray with all your heart and all your mind about something that's just tearing you apart. And you need to get away from it. It's not meant for you to continue to stay here. When it's in the reverse, this tells me you're not working on your life's purpose, staying in this situation. You need to, you've planted all the seeds you can, you harvested, and there's no more growth here. You've got to move on. You need to continue doing your soul's work, but you can't do it when you're in a situation where there's too much negativity. All right, that's what I have for you, Cappy. I hope this helps you and you be safe, and I'll see you during the rest of the month. Namaste.